Hey YouTube, Tone M here. About to do another video on cleaning my firearms. It's going to be a couple of videos. My first one was on the Cobra Denali. This is my second one. It's going to be on my 12 gauge home protector here. This is my little friend here. I call him Little Thumper. And it's a New England Firearm 12 gauge. It is the partner model, the SB1. Uses the 3-inch shells. And what I went ahead and did, this was a shotgun that my father bought back when he was a young lad, about 17, 18, for his father as a gift. And it didn't look like this before. It had a wood stock, wood forearm grip and everything. And long story short, once my grandfather passed away, my dad got the shotgun back, and he went ahead and gave it to me. So it sat in my closet for a long time, and basically through time and age, moving and whatnot, the shotgun foregrip and buttstock got real badly aged, scratched, chipped, stuff like that. This used to be a nice black color, but the paint started coming off. And so what I went ahead and did is I took some fine grit sandpaper and just gently massaged over the barrel and the trigger mechanism, and took the paint down, took off any of the rust and everything, and pretty much just got it down to the bare metal, as you can see. And I also went and took the 28-inch barrel and hacked it down to 18.5 inches. And when I did that, I thought, well, you know what? If I'm going to go ahead and make her look pretty on as far as the metal and the barrel goes, why not go ahead and make the rest of her look pretty, look mean, you know? So I went online, checked out what they had, and found this forearm and buttstock mod here by ATI. And basically it takes the M4 style buttstock for a rifle and foregrip for the same rifle, and they went ahead and transposed it for your shotguns. I thought, oh man, that looks nice. Best thing about it, I already went ahead and hacked the barrel down to 18.5 inches, so essentially it's pretty much like a little urban defense shotgun or home defense shotgun. So it makes sense to have an urban defense style buttstock. And why I say that is because when you're out on a field and there's nothing to bother or hinder your movement, an extended buttstock like you would see on a shotgun or a regular rifle wouldn't bother you, wouldn't hinder any movement, because you're out in the open. But when you're in an urban environment, say homes, buildings, hallways, home defense, you want that option that you can sit there and make it smaller. And so that's what you get. Get this beautiful little compact shotgun here, and I love her to death. put a few rounds through her after I did this. Um, for those of you who've never used ATI's buttstocks or anything like that, I strongly suggest you get yourself a rubber butt pad because they come just bare plastic, as you can see right there, bare plastic, and it's got kind of a rigid textured edge. And let me tell you, when you go to a shooting range that allows shotguns, you're not shooting buckshot. You're shooting a full ball. You're shooting a ball load, which a slug, and coming out of a short barrel already increases the throw force, the kick force of this damn thing. And then going against bare plastic with ridges on it, let me tell you, I was black and blue for a few days, and man, my arm felt like someone knocked the shit out of me. So I strongly suggest getting a rubber butt pad for it. It'll save your shoulder, and it'll save you some pain and agony, because after a few rounds I was done shooting her. Definitely don't want to be on either end of this thing, the receiving end or the firing end, because without that rubber butt pad, oh man, this thing is a mule. You can also, if you don't like the handle that it comes with, because this is the very generic standard ATI mod that it comes, the kit that comes when you order it. I paid about $65 shipping and handling, about $70 total. This handle comes off, and pretty much any kind of mod buttstock that's like this, the handles come off. Little screw holds it on. You can switch the handle out to any style you want, as long as it's adaptable to an M16 or M14 style buttstock, which this is what it's modeled after, an M16 or M14 model. So as long as you can find any kind of handle that'll go with that, any AR handle that'll go with that, you can switch this handle out. But it's literally just a real strong, coarse plastic, polymer, however you want to call it. It's sharp, rigid. You know, you can actually cut yourself, get a couple cuts on it. So yeah, it's bare design. Literally, they took the design, made it adapted to a shotgun, and there you go, stamped it out, and boom, I mean, it's got sharp edges everywhere. So if you want to sit there and kind of maybe file down around the forearm area, you know, because these are sharp. If you want to sit there and maybe kind of scuff around, especially in this area here, I mean, that's all at your discretion. I haven't done that. I feel like I want to, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll just keep it the way it is and just maybe wear a glove or something. If someone comes in my house, grit your teeth and go for it. So, you know, you get what you get. So, but that's that. Basically, if you've never cleaned a shotgun before, or a rifle, or any kind of long barreled type of firing weapon, breaking down is fairly simple. Now, I got ahead of myself on that. Now, if you got a pump shotgun, breaking it down's a lot more tedious and time consuming than a single shot, which is what this is, a single shot shotgun. Pretty much, you want to take it apart. It's literally take the forearm screw out right there, and take the forearm completely out. Once you do that, the barrel literally just comes right out. It's pretty much the forearm grip is what's kind of holding that barrel on there. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a piece of metal or a chunk of steel down there on the barrel itself that has little um, ridges and hooks and stuff that'll, you know, latch on to the frame. But if you were to fire that without a forearm grip on it, that barrel's going to fire right. It's going to fly right off. So, in essence, the forearm grip is what holds this on, holds the barrel onto your shotgun, single shot shotgun. But basically, for cleaning though, it's simple. It's so simple. It's kind of silly to even do a video on it. But for those who've never cleaned a shotgun or whatnot, this is pretty much all you do. If it's a single shot, break it down like so, which is usually the little lever here. I'll go ahead and re-indicate that. That's your hammer. That's to fire the weapon. That's your release lever. That's basically a lever, button, however you want to put it. Breaks your damn shotgun barrel down. While it does that, you got your little ejector spring there. Well, it's on a spring. It's more like another little chunk of metal, but what that does is literally just launches the shell right out. So basically, you pull your hammer back, fire, bang, open your barrel, round shoots out, put another round in, you're ready to go. So anyway, for cleaning, this is pretty much all you do. You break her down. I'll do it this way. See if you can get a good view. I'll tilt it to the left here. Alright. And so you can get in that barrel. Oh no. There you go. About right there. So basically, what I do, get myself some Remington oil, or you can get yourself some Hops Bore oil. Either one does the same thing, and just go ahead and spray down. Go ahead and hit your release lever there. You can spray a little bit of your hammer there. You can spray inside the firing mechanism where the latch holds the barrel on. Kind of gets that inner working going. Pull the hammer back a little slightly. Spray in between. Just kind of, don't have to cock the hammer back all the way. Just kind of work it like that. Back and forth. Just kind of like a half cock. You'll feel it. It's real easy, and then once you get back far enough, it's wanting to lock. So it's like, hey, you're ready to fire me kind of deal. But basically, just pivot it back and forth like that. Let the oil work itself in. And what you're doing is you're loosening up any kind of soot from discharge, from just dust in general, sitting in your truck, sitting in your closet, anything that can get inside there. Just working it loose, moving it around. It's also lubricating it. Push the lever down. Alright. Then you take your rag, after you've done that, just kind of take the excess off the excess or whatever, just take it right off the top there. And that's pretty much, that's it. I mean, there you go, she's done as far as this goes. The barrel, what I go ahead and do is I go ahead and I get my 12 gauge bristle brush, and I'm going to tilt that down for a second. Switch out my brushes here. Alright, once you've put on your wire bore brush, put it to your bore cleaning rod. Get the length you need, short barrel or long barrel, just make sure you add enough extensions to it. Then basically you just go ahead, after you've already had the remember we put the oil down there, the Remington oil. Put that copper bristle brush down through there and just push it on through, and then work it back and forth. Put it all the way out to the end of the barrel, take it back out, and just kind of work it back and forth a couple times. Don't gotta go rough, don't gotta go crazy, just back and forth. And that's just basically scratching out the bore more or less, making sure you get all that residue and everything out. Give it a quick blow through. Sit yourself back up. Then once you're done with the wire brush, you just go ahead and swab it out for your cotton swab, or whatever you want to call this. Q-tip. Basically just a giant Q-tip. Go ahead and put it on. And then basically this is just going to go ahead and get out all that stuff that was scratched out with the wire brush there in the beginning. So just kind of work it back and forth. I rotate it every now and then, just like I said, if you were to use a Q-tip in your ear, same concept. You just kind of go through and work it in and out all the way to the end of the barrel till it sticks out, and then pull it on through and give it a quick once over. See how dirty the swab gets, and that's all the residue that comes out. Now I don't know if you're going to be able to see down the barrel or not, but she's squeaky clean. So see if you can see that or not. That's a clean barrel right there, folks, and that is it. So go ahead and recap. Take your single shot shotgun, break her open just like this, get yourself some Remington oil or Hops bore cleaning oil, and spray down the following. Want to spray your barrel release button, and that's what opens the barrel, lets your shell out, opens up the inner workings here. You want to spray in between the hammer, and then like I said, just kind of work that back and forth. You don't want to, you can lock it back if you want, but just don't dry fire it. It's really bad to dry fire your hammer struck weapons. And that's about it. Spray down the bore, clean it out. You can spray down the nooks and crannies there. If you want to go really, really into detail, you can remove the screw to your forearm grip, take the forearm grip completely off, which will then remove your entire barrel, and you can get inside there and everything. But really, I mean, unless you dropped it in mud or something, you're really not gonna have to do all that kind of work for it. All that's inside there literally is the piece of the barrel that keeps it on. That's about it. I mean, there's nothing that's going to hinder the performance of the weapon in any way, shape, or form in there. This literally is a holding case for the barrel. So, I mean, you could blow it out, you can take it apart and remove the barrel and rub out inside there and everything, but there's no working insides. So it just literally, the barrel just sits there like that. You open it, that's about it. All your important stuff is right in here, and that little shell remover latch. That's about it. So there you go, folks. That's cleaning your 12 gauge. At least that's how I clean my 12 gauge. And that's about it, folks. So enjoy. Thanks for watching. Any comments, please leave them down below. Subscribe, share with friends, and let me know.